Somebody every day is losing a spouse or a significant other or someone dear to them. Every day, every minute, it's happening to someone. I think the difference here is that because it's such a public thing and because it touched so many of us, that it's something you just can't escape. He was actually at the World Trade Center that day for a meeting. Ordinarily, he'd work at the Mercantile Exchange, so it was unusual for him to be in the building. Caitlin had just turned 4. We had just come back from an amazing family vacation to Italy. It was the best vacation, and I'm so glad that we did it because it was just really 2 weeks later is when he died.
Do you want the mini cutting board?
No, that's good. And then get that little black knife. He had died of an illness or like a car accident or something. You know, the people close to you are going to remember, but your neighbors aren't going to remember, and people that met you 10 years ago or 5 years ago aren't going to remember. But with something like this, guess what? They remember. And it makes it harder. You know, as touching as it is, and you know that it's coming from a good place, it makes it so hard. And you see it in the newspapers, everybody's gearing up for it. It's like, you know, even if you say, oh, you know what, I'm gonna go to Florida, and you can't escape it. It's just everywhere. Mm-hmm. Somebody asks me, Iliana, what's your favorite food? What's my answer?
Dessert.
Dessert. Caitlin, throughout all of this, has been amazing.
Technically, you're not even allowed to have sugar because it's Tuesday.
No, it's not a weekend. The last thing that Thomas said when I spoke to him that day, because he actually did get through to me, was, you know, take care of Caitlin. So, you know, not that I never would, but there's something about that being, you know, his last words.
What's your favorite color?
Green.
What's your second favorite color?
Blue.
Why is it that everyone who likes green likes blue?
I don't know. The thing that I was not prepared for is when that 4-year-old turns 6, her understanding is different. And I'll never forget one day we're at the supermarket and we come out of the supermarket and she's in the back seat in her booster. And all of a sudden I look back and she's got tears. And I'm like, Caitlin, baby, what's the matter? And she goes, well, I don't understand. Were the guys on the plane, why weren't they looking where they were driving? Were they driving like this? And that's when it like hits you that she doesn't understand, because we didn't go into that kind of detail about it not being an accident. I always refer to it as an accident. And so you get into a little bit of that discussion, and that's at 6. Then imagine what happens at 8, and imagine what happens at 10, and now at 14. This was December 1st, 2001. So this was a month, 2 months later. Every couple of years, it's a new little challenge, a new little experience. Mm-hmm. Those interesting clouds.
Mom!
And you kind of just go, okay, fasten my seatbelt because here it comes. You know, there are going to be times that are going to be bumpy. But, you know, we get through it. We get through it. See what I meant about the frosting acting as the glue?
I always knew that the frosting was acting as a glue. I just didn't know how much it was acting as a glue.
See how we don't have any frosting there?